Don't Unfriend Me Nation. What are we doing?
Hi, Matthew. It's Judge Janine, and I wanted to congratulate you on the Don't Unfriend Me show at the Dumb Show. I was thinking about that whole thing the other day when I thought it was right after Donald Trump was elected that everybody on the left started unfriending anyone on the right. So I'm glad you're calling them out. You've got a great name for the show. And I hope that you're true to the values, conservative values, Republican values, and that you call those people out. I think it's great. And I know you've got 135,000 followers. I hope you get a lot more. And,
we did.
Just keep the faith. Keep fighting. I think we may get America back. But in the meantime, we've got a steep hill to climb. And you're one of the fighters, one of the patriots. So thank you for what you're doing.
I got to take out that breaking truth thing. Yeah!
Holy Brokeback.
I love you, Ennis. I can't quit you. Chair down a little bit, making me feel a little inferior. You want to bring that shit down a little bit? Seriously,
hold on,
just oh, that's perfect. There you go.
All right,
I was gonna say, dude. Seriously, welcome to the mic. Oh, thank God I quit smoking all those years ago.
Doing all right over there?
Why don't you just do it? Just welcome to go ahead, knock it out.
How's everyone doing this morning? It's going to be a wonderful day with Mike and Matt.
Oh shit, you're worse than me. Yes, go give it to the Marine, right?
I didn't have my crayon already.
Here we go.
This is how we're gonna
drop
go.
Grenade, throw pin.
All right, just hit the thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to. You know what? Just screw it. Let's just go back
just
to
this the thing.
Just do it over.
Just do it again. Let's try again.
We're not gonna play the song again. We're not gonna. Welcome to the Mike and Matt show. It's actually Matt and Mike. Is it Matt and Mike or Mike and Matt? Now, in this case, faux pas would be to put you first because alphabetically I'm first. If we're going by looks, I think it's a toss-up. If we're going by brains, I think we've established that already. What do you think we should do? let's just keep it the Matt and Mike until you pay for everything. It's going to be the Matt and Mike show.
That's fair.
That's fair. Okay.
I do love the intro where Judge Pirro said that, oh, you got to climb up the mountain. The first thing I thought is like, you better get a big backpack.
I know.
My ass ain't going anywhere, so you're going to have to carry me up.
Surprised just like, bitch. She did it to me. Folks, Mike's an amputee, if you didn't know. So that's going to, you know what you should just do? You should just flop one up there every single show so everyone knows. And just don't hit. There it is. Mike's an amputee, folks. There it is. We'll just do a little Oompa Loompa music and we'll call it good. Listen, if you're sensitive,
this is the show for you.
Don't do that. He's such a nice guy. Don't make fun of his legs. Yeah, no, make fun of his legs. Seriously, I mean, come on. We make fun of everything. Military people do. And honestly, it's an abnormality. It's like my extremely large penis. Mike talks about it constantly. And he should.
Have you woken up for your dream yet?
I have.
Okay,
it
that's good.
It was a good dream.
It was a good dream?
It's a good dream. I don't know if we're on Spreely or not. Anybody want to check and see? It's supposed to work. I don't know what's going on.
Buttons are hard.
I know. Well, we're everywhere else. But I don't know if we're on Spreely. I'm looking. I'm not seeing us. Can somebody educate me? Are we on Spreely? Let me know. We are on Rumble. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We had a nice little award. Did you see the award?
Oh, was that your content creator? That you're one of the up and comings?
Yeah. It's so on Facebook. Yeah, the Facebook Nazis. Naziberg.
They finally came around.
Yeah, well, they've been good to me. So they gave us a Rising Creator badge, and it's like it only goes to like 0.01% of the top creators on Facebook. It's a pretty big honor.
Okay.
Doesn't happen. I get a little plaque for it. So, with that and $4.25, I can buy one hell of a cup of coffee. But
like an actual plaque that we can put on the wall behind you?
yeah, I'm going to do that. Like my little wall of fame is in the corner where nobody cares. I mean, how ostentatious is that? I'm going to go ahead and put up my degree. I'm going to go ahead and put up my military ribbons. No, I don't think so. Did
Zuckerberg sign it for you?
I hope he would. I don't know. I mean, that would be like Hitler signing Mein Kampf. I mean, it would be exciting. It's
it's a morning.
It's a morning. It's a morning. So what you did something you did something cool this weekend. You know what? If you played hockey and you were in that game in England, you would not have killed that guy.
Well, I would have been a little bit lower.
Right. Like you would have like taken off his big toe and ow. But it would have been like metaphysically impossible for you to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Say my the league that I play in, it's the Northeast Sled Hockey League. It basically covers from Maine to Ohio down to North Carolina are the Metro division.
It sounds like a song. Down to Maine and Ohio, North Carolina, doing sled hockey with my dog Spot.
Why do we sound like we should be in West Virginia?
I don't know, but that's you. Look at you. You look better with a bald head. Not bald, but buzzed. No, you don't. I mean, you got the flowing locks.
I got
thing.
it's the hockey flow going on now.
I got to
try it out.
It does look good. So this is what you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we had our season tournament this weekend. We have multiple tournaments about every month. This is our regular season. Let's just say my team did not do too well. However,
you guys played like the Colorado Avalanche this weekend. You sucked.
So our team motto is "suck less."
That's a good one. You keep talking because I'm gonna zoom in your camera and get you fixed here because you're a little blurry.
Yeah, we're trying to get our team back together. We were missing some key players, but we're just going out there. We're gonna have fun. Our team is known to
pull mic, slide mic all the way.
Sorry,
back
I got to keep going. I got to
freeze. Stop. Don't move. Just move the mic behind your shoulder real quick.
Oh, hold on one second.
Yep. Keep going. Further. We're just going to get your face. Lean in just a tad. Just don't move. And smile. There it is. Thanks, buddy. Now you can bring the mic back.
Now we're back. So, yeah, it was a wonderful weekend. We definitely learned a lot. We're starting to play a little better, but it just didn't go our way. But that's life. That's how it goes. It was fun. It's a bunch of veterans getting together. We get to hit a lot of people. And we get to
sounds like a kind of a loser attitude. Like, can I just be honest with you? I mean, for a bunch of vets, we're just giving 110%. We're just trying to play one day at a time.
Oh no, we get
no, shut up. We're getting better. We're getting better. We scored 2 goals out of 4 games. You fucking suck. Your team sucks. You're not getting better. You have nowhere to go but up. Literally,
that is true. We are. I think we're at the bottom right now.
Yeah, you guys suck. So you're horrible. So it's not about getting, you just need to get better. You need to get good and stop complaining and put some freaking pucks in the net or start mucking it up in front. Why'd you put some bodies in front of the net? I mean, all you got to do is just park a big body in front of the net. You're a big guy. Throw everything at the net that you possibly can. Get that goaltender moving freaking east to west and stop fucking crying. Score more.
You have not seen some of our guys. We got some big guys. We also need to unhook the trailer when we're trying to move around a little bit, though. That is one thing.
Whatever. I'm upset with the Avs. This has nothing to do with you. I'm just like, dude, you've got an amazing team. You've demonstrated that in the first 6 games, going 6-0. I think lay an egg against the 2 worst teams in the league, and I'm just like, this, and then the guy dying on the ice, which I made a joke about because that's how I do humor. Mm-hmm. It's horrible. I mean, it was just a bad weekend for hockey, and then your team sucks. So. Do I have to take my legs off to show you guys how to play hockey?
No. I would
get killed.
Please.
I would get destroyed.
Please do that.
We'll
tape it.
Destroyed.
It would be amazing.
I already know.
You're going to learn how to taste the boards.
I already am fully aware that there is no chance that I could compete on any level on a sled. I just know that. I know that for sure. I'm absolutely positive. That's okay. On skates, it's a whole other conversation.
I'll play you sled on skates, and we'll see how you do.
Oh, now see now, but see that's not fair.
How's that not fair?
Well, because
what legs am I going to use?
Well, first of all, I can't check you, and all you got to do is check my ankles.
You can check me all you want. You can hit me wherever.
Give me a break.
Come on.
That's not the same thing. That's like basically saying there's no possible way that that's even a remotely fair experience.
Do you go into a fight fair?
It's not a fight. It's supposed to be a sport. Now, if you
It
want
is a sport,
now
but
if you
you're
want to
gonna-
fight,
you're gonna be physical
I'll
on it.
fight you on a sled. I'll fight you on a. I will fight you on a sled. But that's ridiculous. All you got to do is just take out my freaking knee, and I'm never going to walk again. I know how
But then
fast
you can play sled hockey, and then we get another player.
Now,
so
see,
I
now
don't
that's
see
a good.
where
Now,
the,
see, now that's a completely a good point. I didn't think of it that way. And then I just go home to live, and without having to make an excuse to remove my leg, I'll be like, "Dude, Mike did it for me."
hey, we need more players. Okay, this is really horrible to say. However, every time with like the U.S. might get another war, we're okay with this. We need some more players. We
more
need to build
players.
up our roster.
Right.
So we need some more amputees. And
So
the only way to do that,
either we're hoping for a conflict or polio to make a comeback. It's like,
we need one of the two because we need some more players. So let's make it happen.
Is leprosy still a thing? Can we?
Come on, Biden.
Just randomly
Get us
have-
in this war. I need some players.
So let me make sure I understand this. Is that it's a prerequisite for legs? So what about a guy with one arm?
I mean, if you want to get one arm, actually, there is
No,
one guy.
But isn't that the guy that just literally goes around in circles?
No, well, if you were playing, you would go around in circles. This guy actually knows what he's doing.
Okay, so okay. Listen, we already understand that there's not. It's like, hey Matt, could you go ahead and play the oboe? No, I can't play the oboe. Well, I can't sled hockey because that's not hockey. It's a completely different sport. It's still hockey. It's just not the hockey. It's like roller hockey. I can't stay on rollerblades to save my life. I have no idea why. I can get on skates and I'm it's like glass, but I get on rollerblades and I'm like darky dark. I'd be the same way on a sled. It would be pathetic. It would probably take me at least 5 to 6 hours just to figure out to mechanically how to propel myself with sticks and my arms.
Pretty sure we would have a lot of people that would pay to watch you try to figure that out.
See, I think you're underestimating my ability to be athletic. I think would be a very big mistake.
Oh no, I know you're
I'm just not
guy.
good. I'm just not good at something I've never tried. I'm confident that, but I am the guy that on axe throwing, everybody's like, you got to go try axe throwing. I'm like, dude, I've never done it before. And dude, I was like 5 out of 5 bullseyes axe throwing and just cleaned the whole team. Naturally, I can pick things up, but I have really no doubt in my mind that sled hockey is not something that I could do effectively. I'm pretty confident.
I feel like this needs to be a thing.
Dude, I'll get on the ice. I'll do it. I will do it, and I will be embarrassed. But how are you going to fit me on that thing? I'm going to have to get on my knees. There's no sled built for me.
Yeah, there is. There's
I'm all
guys with legs
legs.
that do it. Oh yeah, we can find a sled.
Wait,
for you.
you're kidding me. Wait, hold on a second. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, there's not everyone is an amputee. Some people have legs, some don't. Like there's a full gamut.
Cheaters. So, but isn't that guy, doesn't he weigh like 70 more pounds than everybody? So when he checks your ass, there's no give, but he also doesn't get speed going too, as fast as the other guys, right?
So yeah, some of the bigger guys, yeah, they don't get the speed, but yeah, when you hit them, they're a brick shit house and they're harder to knock over, but they still go over. So
See, now I kind of want to try it. There's no doubt that I would be. I mean, I've got good upper body strength. I've got long arms. I have a feeling that there would be some benefit, but I just don't know if that's something that I could do. I mean, I
bet you could. I know.
I don't know, man. Like I can drive a golf ball like frickin' forever, but you ask me to putt, I'm like, how's your putt? Just like my drive. So there's some things I'm good at. There's some things I'm not. Bowling, for example.
I would not be a good field goal kicker. I think it's kind of known.
Right. Right, but I wouldn't sit here and go, come on, let's go kick a football. I'll show you.
But
And
see, this is a sport you can do because we do have able-bodied people.
I didn't know
playing.
that.
So
Well, let's not get carried away with the able body thing. I'm a 50 former handicap freaking disabled wannabe disabled guy. So I look at it this way: if you're not missing a limb, you're not disabled. So that's just. I don't care how bad your back is. Oh, I've got a backache. Yeah, dude.
I would love for just having a backache.
That's why I went ahead and put myself down. I'm willing to try it. We'll film it. There's no doubt in my mind it's gonna be. But dude, I'm also not a pussy, and I'll try anything once except for gay sex. That's not true. That's a lie. That's,
You're in the Navy. I know.
yeah, that's not true. Yeah, well, that's not gay sex. He sucked my dick. So I'm not gay. He is. So All right. Let's
We took a turn.
Let's get some viewers. I'll try it. If it's, what's funny, this is funny. So when I started working at Comcast, and there was a guy named Mike, and he loves, he actually, surprisingly, you guys look a lot alike. I'll show you a picture. But he's also pretty much a hero. The guy went around and during Harvey, he took his small dinghy, don't get excited, and picked up people who were trapped in the ghetto, like a place he would never go after dark before the flood, went into a place and just saved people in the projects. And it was like an amazing thing. Just a great guy. Mike Pyle was his name. Great guy. Anyway, he had pickup hockey, and he was, come on, go play pickup hockey. I'm like, dude, I'm just almost recovered. My back's not 100%. What I don't want to do is go into the boards wrong or take a cross check in the back or something and just fuck me up. I'll do it. So I left Comcast, but then I started playing some pickup when I came out here in Virginia for a little bit. And one of my former employees was like, hey, do you want to go ahead and do a pickup game? And I'm like, sure. And he's like, dude, we're going to fuck you up. We're going to get that old man. Yeah. First of all, I'm like 6'6" on skates. And with full gear, I'm pushing 235. And if anybody has just I am a full-size NHL player when I get on the ice. Now, that's not necessarily doesn't translate once I step on the ice, of course. But when you're walking in and you're fully and people are looking, they're like, oh, fuck. Right?
There's a thing called physics, and you're not going to win that battle.
Yeah, with you and a sled. But we're talking about a bunch of pickup guys who drink beer and eat barbecue before the game, and you got a guy who's 235. It's a little impressive when these guys are all 5'8" and 230, right? So when I walk in and you hear the younger kid, he's like, who the fuck is that guy? So I start warming up and start skating and stick handling. And they're like, immediately the guy to the other side's like, that guy can't skate. Come on, dude. You know how this goes. This guy can't. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
He can skate. He can stick handle. Oh, shit. He can skate backwards. We've got a problem. So it was fun. I mean, it's a great time. And I love it. So I'd love to get out there. I'd love to play with you. And I wasn't anything special. I was decent. But yeah, I have no doubt in my mind I'll just get absolutely annihilated on there. And then plus it'll be a bunch of cripples, so I'll feel like
I feel bad.
I'll feel like I have to. Like I'll go in and I'll back off. I'll be like,
see, you can try to back off, then that's just going to get you hit harder.
I know. God, you're so fucking competitive. You're such a Marine. Like, is there anything in you that isn't like I could be like, I'm gonna go take a shit. Like, I can shit longer than you. Is there anything in you that isn't like that?
I'll let you know when I find out.
It's got to be sex. It's got to be like your standards have. Like Erica will be like, let's have sex. And you're like, all right, let me get the calculator out. Let me go ahead.
Best 10 seconds of my life.
10. It's always a competition with you, right? 10 seconds. Really?
Hey, it takes me a little bit to take the legs off.
I'm talking 3 seconds. And I'm like, I'm ready for a nap and a glass of milk. All right, let's say hi to our viewers. We started off. Oh, where's our clock? We don't have one. Son of a gun. I'll have to retroactively put it in when you're talking. Kevin Smith says, good morning from Elkhart, Indiana. Strong name.
I like the name. Yeah, just for the name, you win right there.
Just Elkhart. Did you ever killed a deer?
Deer, elk.
Okay, all right.
All kinds of things.
Yeah, I once hunted a buffalo with a toothpick. I killed it. What about you, Navy homo? So,
other than hunting men, what do you guys like?
right. Like, I hunt men. Let's see, especially in a pink chiffon dress. Oh my God, it's to die for. Especially when it's camo and they can't see you at a pride parade. Did you eat the heart? Did you eat the heart?
I have ate the heart before. It's not my thing.
You know, it changes you.
It does. It
C. Thomas Howell says so in Red Dawn. Did you want to go ahead and get your text?
That's on the computer.
Is it Olivia?
I don't know. It went away already.
It's careful. It might be your boyfriend. So I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
So in Red Dawn, he's like, drink the blood, of the elk, whatever. My dad said, once you do that, you're forever changed. And then he turned into a fucking psycho, just wanted to kill everybody. And then he faces off against a Hind helicopter with a shotgun or an AK-47. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work.
Hey, it's realistic. It's in the movies. It happened. It's real.
I love how he's hip firing an AK-47. And bro, you don't stand a chance anyway, and especially if you don't aim. You might get lucky with a 7.62 round through the bulletproof glass of a Hind helicopter. The Hind essentially weighs as much as like 10 city buses. It's the slowest thing in the world, but man, that thing can take an RPG to the broadside and still fly. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, if you haven't watched Red Dawn, don't watch the second one. The second one's stupid. It's against China, right? Is it against China? China?
Is it China or North Korea? I forget which one it is.
It can't be North Korea. It's got to be a North Korea would invade the United States by themselves. How? Oh, there's a fishing vessel off our starboard bow. Fuck it. Let's go home. We're dead. It's got to be North Korea and China. It would have to be China leading, kind of like how it was the Cubans and Russia was supporting, right? In the first Red Dawn. Because Cuba, what's Cuba going to do? Throw 1967 Ford at us? I mean, they've been under embargo since before you and I were an itch in our daddy's pants.
Red Dawn in 2012.
Yeah.
Invasion from North Korea.
How? How the fuck could North Korea? That's why I didn't watch that stupid thing. I probably read it and I'm like, North Korea? How is North Korea going to invade the United States? They couldn't invade South Korea.
That's what happens when you don't put Charlie Sheen.
Are
back in
you
the
sure
movie.
they did that because they didn't want to piss up China and they didn't care about pissing off North Korea?
I'm sure.
There's no way. That'd be like getting invaded by Kuwait. You're like, that's cute. You know what?
They're just going to let the rednecks handle it. The military's not even going to mobilize
That's
for it.
so adorable, you Kuwaitis trying to go ahead. Give me a break. North Korea. That was probably when all the Kim Jong-un stuff was going on.
Yeah. The Internship, that movie came out.
Oh, do you remember? That was incredible. People are like, Hollywood's like, listen, we're going to go ahead and have to go ahead and pull this movie. We don't want to offend China and North Korea. Why? What are they going to do? Oh, you know what? Why don't you guys go ahead and get a nuke and then you can go ahead and lob one at us. Until then, go fuck the right off. I mean,
but that's where we get all of our money from. So they don't want to get all their deals for their shoe deals and everything canceled. So
my God, this is going to be a long show. I can already tell. Chirpcast is here. Good morning from Bennington, Vermont. Not as good as Elkhart. And that took us off on like a 5-minute tangent. So Amy, good morning. Good morning, Dale, watching from Louisiana.
Ooh.
The blue.
Is it crawfish season down there yet?
It is. Isn't it always crawfish season in Louisiana?
I was talking with one of my buddies who's from there. Apparently, there's a season. I don't know exactly when it is, but if there is one, let me know when it is.
I seriously doubt it's during hurricane season. That's like everyone head north season. Lee Grantham, Buffalo Sabres kicked the shit out of my Colorado Avalanche. Congratulations, Lee. That's your Stanley Cup. Enjoy it. Deborah, good morning. Good morning. Just in time. I'm awake. Good morning. Good morning. Bubba, hello.
We're almost awake.
Yeah. Good morning, Jason Hyde, American Dummies. How is everyone doing? I don't know. My back's a little stiff, and you know,
I could use a back rub.
I could.
You want to come on over?
Oh God, my parents and just BK Boone. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it?
I don't know.
Whose birthday? Who did we miss? Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it?
Yeah, who's?
Someone help me out. Whose birthday? You got to watch the bottom.
Say it's not November 10th, so I don't know what birthday.
If you open up chat, it's going to be the button right here. It's going to be this little bubble. If you put your mouse on the screen, click that bubble and see if that opens up for you. Nope, you're not connected to chat.
Nope.
So the only way to do it is to go to Facebook and you'll be able to see it. Or I don't know how good your eyes are. We can just do that.
Oh, that's better.
I'll just pull it up, you know.
That's better.
We've already seen that. Let's see. Susie, how fun for the kids. It's windy and snowing here. They had to bring some of the stuff inside.
Yeah.
Ethan's going as Optimus Prime. He's very excited.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's the costume that I saw last week.
Yeah, and he asked me the day before. He asked me yesterday. He's like, "Can I get the Optimus Prime Lancer?" I'm like, "What?
Lancer?
What are you talking about?" I'm like, he doesn't have a Lancer. He's got a handgun, which is horribly extended, which doesn't make any sense. It looks like an AR without a freaking stock. And then he has a Transformer Prime sword, which is like a fire sword. He goes, "Well, that's what I want." I said, "Well, it's not a lance, son." He's like, "Dad, I know, but it's a sword." I said, "Well, you said a lance, so no, you can't have it." And he's like, "Well, can I have the sword?" And I said, "No, try it again tomorrow." I said, "Son, it's a day before Halloween. There's not a chance it's going to get here from Amazon on time." He's like, "Well, can we go to the store?" I'm like, "Bro, it's not 1980.
They don't have that stuff in there anymore.
Yeah, let's just go. What store would you like to go to? Just how about Toys R Us, which is no longer around? Why? Because the Chinese, undercut pricing. KB Toys isn't around.
Have you seen that video of how the voice of Optimus Prime, the guy, like how he actually made it?
No, you just take Casey Kasem's and slow it down or something, because that's what he sounds like. But no, how did they do his voice?
No, well, basically I believe it was his brother was a vet and just came back, and I believe it was Vietnam. It might be something else, but he came back and basically explained like, no, this is what you need, and this is what a hero is going to sound like, and where it's going to go. I'm not doing the video justice.
No, you're not.
But it's definitely one of those that go look at it. It's amazing of how you need to slow it down.
His voice is
deeper
awesome.
voice. Like, it's amazing of how he's just talking normally, and then
Yeah.
he goes into the voice of like, this is what you need to do and how you need to
Optimus
sound.
Prime.
It's amazing. So definitely go look it up.
Yeah.
I'll have to find the video.
Bumblebee, roll out. I mean, that's pretty damn good. I mean, I do voices, so that was off the cuff. I think I could do an Optimus Prime. It's got to be a little more granular, like gritty, gravelly, like Optimus Prime, that like kind of voice. That's interesting. I mean, you got to have a radio voice. What kind of sticks does Mike's team use?
What kind of
Ones that are
sticks?
made out of wood.
Oh, come on. We're not that bad.
Are they carbon fiber?
We do have carbon fiber. So the only difference is obviously they're a lot shorter. We have 2 of them, but there is ice picks on the end. So that's how we propel ourselves is we hold the blades and then those ice picks hit the ground and then we just kind of push through.
When you do it, when you like stick and move, do you go toe pick? Like the movie Cutting Edge. You
What
remember that?
toes? We would have to have toes. to
Did
be
you
able to do
watch that movie? Cutting Edge. It was about the ice dancer Olympian and the hockey player, who can't make it as a player. So so he becomes a figure skater. You need to go watch it. It's absolutely horrible. It's DB Sweeney and a few other people, but it's like all the scenes they show people's feet going, and all they're doing is just doing this.
All right. So for the video, if you look up Optimus
We're
Prime
switching gears.
voice video, it is the first thing that pops up on YouTube.
Dude, since
It's
you
like
want to
5
watch
minutes.
it so bad, why don't I just go ahead? Why don't you send me the link? Oh, and because we have a show. I don't know. We have technology here. Let me
How
show
do I
you.
send you the link?
Optimus. You can text it to me. Optimus Prime. What is it? Voice video.
Voice video. And
How long is this thing? Because I'm not going to dedicate too much time to this.
It's 5 minutes. We don't. Have to do
Oh
it,
my
but it's
God! Here, let's just get the feel for it. Okay, let's just. Oh, I'm not going to show
Ads.
an ad. Come on.
always ads.
Come on. Oh, folks, if you haven't seen the trim illusion, yeah, because you buy a Chevy to
And
go,
you have to
you know what?
automatically upgrade
That
it.
thing sucked. It's kind of like the people who put a muffler on their vehicle to make it sound like a racing engine. Let me guess, carbon fiber. No, that's going to scratch. I don't think I want
You
that.
could have skipped it already.
I know, but I'm interested what this crap. Oh, yeah, that really makes. Oh, yeah, that changes everything. Oh, that looks like high quality. That's going to pop off the first time you wash it.
Wait, you wash your vehicles? Are
Yeah.
you supposed to do that?
If you buy a Chevy, you run that thing through the wash every day. You're that type of guy. Come on. All right, hold on. Let me
All right, I
switch
don't know
that.
how long this is going to take.
It's all right. You're the one who set it up. Let's find out how bad it is. All right, here we go.
Question? He's not here? Okay. My 10-year-old son has a few questions in hopes to submit. One for Mr. Cullen. And the one we've selected is, how did you come up with...
Wow, dude. TFCon is banging, booming. Look at how many people are in that freaking Hampton Inn. Wow. Lots of people showed up. Hopefully it's not too good because the applause is going to get a noise complaint. There's like 12 people there.
original voice for Optimus Prime?
It's a story that I've told many times, and maybe some of you have heard it, but it's a story very dear to me, and it's the truth. It happened. My brother Larry, a captain in the Marine Corps, had returned from Vietnam. He was a decorated
Even better, he was a Marine.
and
Yeah.
the
I bet he
Bronze
was
Star
injured.
with V and a couple of Purple Hearts.
See?
And we
Told
were
you.
sharing an
Couple.
apartment,
Can't just
going
get
through
one.
a difficult time in my life when Larry came down, and it was about 1984, and we were, as I said, living in an apartment together. And he would always,
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm going to be able to get the mic. They put it on hold. So
Oh,
I'm
did
going to
they?
be able to get your logo on there
nice.
and Olivia's. So we'll spin it. I got to make your Green Coran logo. It's going to be so good.
a little
Can't wait.
interest in where I was going every day, because I was a grunt, as the Marines would say. You know, if you're a ground trooper, you're a grunt. Anyway, Larry's 13 months older, 5 inches taller. And, but we're 13 months apart. We were very, very close. So he said, "Peter, where are you going today?" I said, Well, Larry, what, you need the car? He said, no, I just want to know where you're going. I said, I'm going to audition. I'm going to be, I'm auditioning as a truck.
Oh, there's more than 12 people there now.
He
I feel
did the
bad.
same thing. And so I said, but Larry, he's evidently he's a hero truck. He's a hero. And his face got somber, and he said, Peter, if you're going to be a hero, be a real hero. Don't be a Hollywood hero type with all the BS and all the yelling and screaming and trying to be tough. Be strong enough to be gentle. Okay, Larry. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know this was going to be like a philanthropic event.
Say,
where I'm
it's
gonna
a
have
good
to,
video.
Now
Now you're invested?
I kind of want to go to TFCon. Do they still do these? I mean,
I have no idea.
oh my gosh.
You should know this. You're the big nerd. of the group.
Easy. I'm not the one that's showing a Transformer video home slice. I mean, you can go ahead and come out of the closet anytime you want. What? Okay, let's just watch this video. Shut up for a second. Happy birthday, Lee. Happy birthday. You got your Buffalo Sabres birthday present. Congratulations.
So as his voice is ringing in my ears as I'm driving to the audition, and I read the copy, and Larry is just coming out. His voice, the way he talked to me, and it said, you know, I'm Optimus Prime. No, it was, my name is Optimus Prime.
It's not bad. We need a little bit of audio manipulation there, but it's close.
Yeah.
And the softness in his advisory tone was significant. And so the words just rolled off my tongue. I'm from the planet Cybertron, and blah, 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 blah. And I kind of finished it and said, okay, thank you very much, Peter. Okay. So, well, I walked out and getting into the car, and I said, I wish Larry had been here. I think he would have been proud of me because I think I nailed it. I really think I've nailed the character because it was just Larry. And 2 weeks later, my agent called me up and said, oh, Peter, remember that Transformers thing, the truck? And he said, yeah. He said, you got the part of Optimus Prime. I said, I do? He says, yeah, and you also have another part called Ironhide? What's this Ironhide?
Yeah.
So that was the beginning. That was the launch. Did that answer the question, do you think?
I think it answered the question.
See, all you need is to follow a Marine, and you're going to be just fine.
Yeah, that's what I took from that for sure.
Yes.
Can you do a little
Nothing deeper than
Ironhide?
that. None of the feels.
Gee whiz, Prime.
Oh, wow. He's got that Ironhide down. Great.
Calm down, Ironhide. I just want to kick some butt, Prime.
It's pretty good. Well, I guess it would be pretty good considering he's the one that did it.
Yeah,
So
he's the one that created it, so he should be able to have it pretty well.
Oh, that's going to do that every time. I got to figure out how to do this. Every time we're going to do that. All right. So here's what I'll do. I'll make that. I'll fix that in post. Let's get to it, man. We've got a busy show. I know we've got a lot of people asking questions too. So Dottie says, I like the video though. It was good. It was better than I expected. And I've been to plenty of Comic Cons and I've been to those Hampton Inns, trust me. Have you ever ice skated, Matthew and Spirit? Yeah, it would be really difficult to play hockey without ice skating. I'm just letting you know. But there's ice skating, and it's just hockey. It's not ice skating. No, there's not a self-respecting hockey player who goes, I ice skate. Yeah, I play hockey. It's just.
I will say when I actually had legs, I did go ice skating twice. I was horrible. I was worse than Bambi, so I much prefer a sled.
Meaning that you got shot? Oh, no, you fell down. Oh, when she was born. I got it. Okay. Because mom got shot, not Bambi.
Yes.
Sledge hockey.
It's technically a sledge if you want to do the Canadian thing, but we call it sled.
Okay. I was thinking of Sledgehammer from Peter Gabriel. Sledge hockey is amazing to watch. Those guys are crazy good at control. So I'd like to see this game played, and Matt playing would be fun. Yeah, I'd give it a try, Matthew and Spirit. Well, exactly. I try to tell it to my wife. Just the tip. Just the tip. Just
How
to
well
see
does
how
that
it
work
feels.
out for you?
It works out well if you get her drunk first. If she's sober, no, it's like not a chance. He'd be okay in sled hockey. I'd let him shoot on me. Shoot on me, Mike. Whoa.
What?
Hold on. Are we talking about hockey again? Are we still talking about hockey? Thanks, Rick. I guess. Hey, man, I'm an equal opportunity employer. It doesn't matter, male, female. I'm open for business. I'm okay. Let's see. I turned on the heat. Okay, Susie's talking about the heat. He was in the Navy. He already tried gay sex. Yeah, it's not gay if he sucks your dick. So
I love it.
it's not really about trying.
Thank you, Rick. You're making my morning.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
This is the guy that just wants me to shoot on you. So I'm the one who's gay. Everybody's embarrassed when they first start a new thing like that. Try it, Matt. Imagine the fun. And yes, can't wait to see how it goes. Are we talking about the gay thing? Because are we still talking?
That's a different site.
I'm so confused.
That's not on this one.
People are just all over the place. Can you guys just focus on one thing? Can we focus on gayness or hockey? One of the two. I can't do both. Matt and Mike have to sing "Happy Birthday" to Lee. I don't think so.
You don't want us singing.
Yeah, I don't think
that's bad.
How about this? Well, Lee, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It's good. I used to be able to ice skate when I was a kid, but my skates had 2 blades.
Wait,
Yeah, double blade skates, which makes it really hard. How do you turn?
that's ridiculous. Well, so the skates that we have basically are as a double blade that they're
Right.
just like an inch apart. But I don't understand why you would do that for.
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand. That's 4 blades on the ice.
Yes, that's weird.
Do you imagine that you wouldn't catch an edge every time you tried
you
to turn?
would fall. Oh,
that's my
that would be
point.
horrible.
Is like, why would you do on a sled? I can understand because those are fixed. But the moment that I think they have them. I just don't understand why they have them. Because sometimes more of something isn't a good thing, right? Kind of like herpes. I got more herpes. No, that's not good.
No, why? See, what you're going back to that Navy thing. It always comes back to this.
That's anal warts. Can we stop? Can we just move? Good morning, Matt and Mike. Good morning, Sandra. Thanks for being normal. Took down a bear with a K-bar.
That's good luck with that.
Yeah.
I would not want to get that close to a bear.
Bubba says, Marine, my ass really is Navy equipment.
Yeah, we need an Uber service.
That's not what he was saying. He said your ass. So I was watching a video about the USS Midway last night. Yeah, Midway. Incredible. World War II, Japan, Pearl Harbor, all tonight. Jason Hyde says Russia. I'm not sure about Russia. See, Russia was the first Red Dawn. We're way behind. Here, I'm gonna have to skip
catch up.
We'll just skip ahead. Okay, I know what it is. Never been into it though. Is it gay sex? Do they cut hockey skate blades with a hollow and edges too? I used to do figure skating and we relied heavily on our edges. I assume hockey players use edges too. Yes.
Yes.
Very much so. But everyone who thinks that they're like knives, they're not knives. You're not going to cut your hand on a pair of hockey blades unless you put a little pressure. A butter knife can cut with the right amount of pressure and right amount of angle, or the right angle. So hockey skates can cut. There's no doubt. I mean, I've had pads take lacerations and clothing, et cetera, et cetera. I've had skates step on sticks, and you don't want to have that happen. That's why you wear protective gear. But what happened with that guy and his throat? That is completely just unbelievable.
Yeah. And I know Matt and I were talking about this morning. The one guy from my team had a similar thing, but thankfully it was just his arm. A sled went over it and sliced his arm open down to the tendons, to where he obviously had to go get surgery on it. But yeah, it's real. It can happen.
I'm one of those people. Like I can see it, I can watch it, but when I hear about it, sending prayers to one of our mods, Jared Redman, who's having surgery. Jared, I hope it goes well. I was going to call Tina, but I just wanted to leave her alone. I wanted to let her kind of deal with her stuff, and I'll reach out to her. Let's see. Anybody else? All right. No Transformers. I'm Chair Force guy, so I enjoy any opportunity to drop that one in.
I'm the epitome of Chair Force now, so let's not go that far.
It's not sold Mike this morning. All right. Continue prayers for Joe and Tina Savage. Absolutely. Continue prayers for everybody. All right, let's get to this. We've got some stuff to do.
Which video do you want to hear first?
I don't know. I think there's a plethora to choose from. Let's just go in order. Yeah, let's do that. So first one is we haven't talked about crazy TikTok people in a while, and crazy TikTok people are in abundance. But this really comes down to this gentleman, and sir, if you would like to send me your complaints, it's owner@don'tunfriendme.com. You're more than welcome to send it to me. I'd be happy to go ahead and facilitate a conversation if you'd like to come onto the show. Because this guy gets really pissed off when you misgender him. And he decided to make a video about it. Now, I usually don't put these on, but I figured this would be a good one because, number one, this is showing how incredibly stupid people have become. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I just want to call a spade a spade. Watch this, listen to this, and then we'll comment. First of all, that is way too much food for one human being. Your figure, you're a dainty little thing, and a lady should not be eating that much food. You might want to.
Is that kebabs?
Yeah, he's got kebab. It's first of all, it looks like about 24 ounces of meat. I mean, those kebabs are huge. And then he's got like some brioche toast with some Caesar dressing on top of some greens. Looks like a grilled lemon. So it looks like he's eating at a Middle Eastern restaurant, right? This looks like Middle Eastern food to me. The kebabs are called shawarma type food. That's what it looks like to me. But I've been all over the place. He's got some red peppers and some green peppers in there. Either way, we're not here to dissect what he's eating, but I would say Middle Eastern is my gut. But we'll find out. Thank you. It's not shawarma. It's Middle Eastern like pork kebabs, but it looks like beef. Folks, just watch the damn video.
It looks like he's having a nice feast.
She, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
But it was not all good.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just going to go. Okay. The Sweetwater starts at,
yes,
okay.
Sir?
Not,
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
it's just always like a knife. It always hurts.
Now we've moved to oysters. What do you do for a living? I mean, seriously, that's a lot of money. How much do you think that plates? First of all, oysters taste like snot. Do you like oysters?
No, they look gross. All I know is every time I see people get them, they have to dunk them in water and all the crap that comes off of them. I'm like, why would you eat this?
Dude, I wouldn't eat that shit. You could pay me $1 million. I would literally, I would barf before I even ate one of those damn things. But that can't be cheap. That can't be cheap.
Definitely not.
And where's the hot sauce, right? Like, don't you have to cover I'm load that up with hot sauce. I would eat that Louisiana style if I ate it at all. I don't understand. Oysters are good. No, they're not, Mike. You're a fascist.
Every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens.
But you sound like a dude.
I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know? Thank you.
Oh,
Did you call me
crap,
sir?
Tom. Jesus. That
Okay, now we're at a Chinese food restaurant. That's not Chinese food, right? Because Chinese people do not eat like kung pao chicken and egg foo young. I mean, this is all Americanized bullshit. Chinese people eat dogs. That's what I'm kidding.
Dogs and cats.
Chinese food's good. It's predominantly rice and fish. I mean, it's now you can get some Americanized food, but Chinese food is not. And there are no fortune cookies. This is all Americanized bullshit. So this person has a very healthy appetite. That's all I'm saying. That is a lot of food. Anyway.
I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir.
What?
Called me sir.
Oh.
Yeah, first of all, these
but,
people
like,
are.
what's wrong with that?
They don't
Like,
care. They don't care. These people are like, well, that's because you're not. That's because you're not woman, dipshit. You man. What the hell your problem? Get fucking dog out here before I cook him. Is that racist? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called
It
sir.
does hurt. Can we get a hurt feelings report?
Very
Can
good.
we fill one out, please?
Can I get a HIF rep?
Thank you so much. No. Oh, yeah. Thank
Can you wear a full size
I'm
shirt,
not a
please?
sir.
That would be amazing.
Oh my God.
Nothing like a good misgendering.
Denim Dan.
It is a knife in the gut when I get called.
Man, I thought it was a knife in the heart. Seriously, which one is it? I mean, a knife in the gut, depending upon where it goes. Right side is better than the left. You could survive. But a knife in the heart is pretty much, that's it. You're done. I mean, knife in the heart and you're to blame. You give love. Bad misgendering name. Knife to the heart would suck. That would not be fun. So which one is it? Is it knife to the heart or knife to the gut? Let's see if we can find out in the next video. Let's see.
Sir, I feel like I need to tell him. I need to tell him that hurt. It hurts more when it's not intentional because it means like this is sir to him. I know you didn't mean it, but I'm not a sir.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I know you didn't mean it. It's just, it hurts. I know when people clock me, it's fine, but like it does kind of hurt. Thank
I'm
you.
glad it does.
How
What
does
are
it
you
hurt?
wearing?
Is it-
Holy French.
Yeah, because I just want to let you know I am a woman and you need to stop calling me a man, you fucking incel. Just saying. If this guy is not eating like crepes de la crope, I'm going to be shocked. Let's see.
I'm not sir.
Is it crepes? All right. He's got some succotash going on there. Some beets. What the hell? What's on the top? It looks like some form of, I don't know, like beef loin of some sort. I don't know.
I was going to guess duck, but.
You think that's duck l'orange? Oh, it would make sense since he's wearing French clothes. Duck l'orange. I don't know.
Not
I'd
sir.
be
This
pissed
poor
off
dog.
if I was that dog.
Yeah, I'd just fucking bite her. It's like, oh, Fluffy, don't bite me.
Can you get this man away from me, please?
This fucking guy, he needs to get away.
Not sir. But the guy who dropped the food off.
How did you know the guy that dropped the food off is a dude?
And why'd you call him a guy?
Yeah.
Well, you misgendering him, dude. You don't know if he's a guy. You don't know if he's a girl. What the? Now he's got, okay, now he's got some whipped garlic buttered potatoes. And it looks like a high-end mac and cheese with breadcrumbs. High-end mac and cheese. Now, this guy, he's buying his sides a la carte. Those are like $15 a piece. I'm just letting you know. That is expensive. And they come in cast iron, which means it's expensive. I'm just letting you know.
Only sir twice in a row.
Is it lamb? I guess it could have been lamb. Lamb cousins.
Oh, it's gonna let him know that.
Apparently, TikTok pays pretty well that they can get all this.
I'm very impressed. By the way, the whole color ensemble, I have not liked what this person's been wearing once, but this, it kind of works. I'm just letting you know. The convict horizontal stripes and the red, they really pop.
Is he trying to look like I Love Lucy?
I don't really know. I don't know what he is trying to do, but I know the song's going to come back on because I forgot to. Just every time it's me, I like our intro. Yeah, this is our exit video song. Go ahead. Well, I'm just going to say one thing. Then I'm just no, don't sigh. It's going to be quick. Why do you keep apologizing to this guy?
Apologizing to who?
Every time he's like, excuse me, it's sir. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'd be like, just because you're a dude.
Get over it.
You know what? My job is not my job is not more important than my neurosis. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. I can't look at myself in the morning. I'm going to pee in your food if you make me call you ma'am. Your thoughts?
Well, for me, it's one of those like, how much of a narcissist do you have to be to go out and be like, you know what? I'm going to get people today. I'm going to dress like a woman and make sure people call me ma'am because that's what I want to be today. And it's like, no, you're a dude. If you want to dress up like Halloween all year round, that's on you. But don't get pissed off when people call you what you actually are. Like,
Right.
These videos, one, who the hell is watching these? To be like, you know what? I want to get behind this dude.
Yeah, literally.
I don't get it. As soon as I see this, I'm like, this is what is wrong with social media, that someone like this is going to get all the views, probably going to get money from this so they can keep doing this crap.
Oh, yeah.
But they're going to get popular. They're going to get out there. And I'm sure they're going to be on The View at some point so they can be like, oh, I'm so oppressed.
I think it's really convenient that you had your camera recording every time these people harmed you and stabbed you in the gut heart. Kind of like elk heart, but it's gut heart. Gut heart, Indiana. Where are you from? Gut heart. Why you call it gut heart? Well, because every time someone calls me, sorry, it stabs me right in the gut heart. I don't understand. listen, if you want to be a girl, go for it. Right? Go for it. Like I've worn women's underwear. That doesn't make me gay, right? Good for you.
We're not going back to that again.
Well, it was on my head, but so it doesn't matter. If you want to do that, I don't care. Good for you. I support you. And if you want me to call you like, instead of Steven, call you Stephanie. All right. You just walk up and go, hey, Matt. Yeah, Steve. No, we call me Stephanie from now on. Why the fuck would I call you Stephanie, Steve? I've known you since second grade. Well, because I'm a woman now. Whatever, dude. Fine, Stephanie. See you later. And I just won't call that person again, right? You don't have to worry about me misgendering you because I'm not going to hang out with you because you're weird, right? But if you want to do that, that's completely fine. But don't get mad at me if I'm a waiter and I'm showing deference and showing you a sign of respect. Because what if I call you ma'am and you're like, I'm not a woman, I identify as a turnip. I don't know what you are and I don't care. The entire relationship that we're going to have is I am just trying to suck up to you as much as possible to get a good tip. And now that I've misgendered you, your table means shit to me. You're not getting any more fucking water. I'm not getting you any butter. I'm not going to get you any condiments. If you drop your fork, go fuck yourself. Why? Because I know I'm not going to get a good tip because I misgendered you. So now I'm just going to focus on my other tables to try to make good money. I was a waiter for a long time. I'm not going to work for you. And also, I'm going to put some pubic hair in your food.
This makes me go back to the movie Waiting.
Yes.
After watching that show, I don't care where we can be at Arby's.
Nope.
You never, ever talk back or be mean to people to handle your food.
Never. Dude. And listen. That's my jam. I worked at Applebee's. That entire movie is based off Applebee's and Bennigan's.
You look like the Batwing. That was probably your go-to.
I don't know, dude. I was maybe so veiny.
I got to watch that show.
Dude, Waiting is a great movie, but we literally played games like that. There's no doubt. And the dishwasher, the GU, is always like the philanthropic existentialist of the team. It's the guy who's older. He smokes like a pack and a half a day. He doesn't shave. He's wearing the same white T-shirt that he wore the night before, and he literally is the psychiatrist of the place. There's no doubt. You have the waitress slut in that everyone's like tossed like the salad. You have the good-looking, handsome guy who gets all the tips, who doesn't care like Monty. You have the insecure guy who it's his first job. You've got the little gangsters. We had them too. You have everything. I mean, that is waiting tables. But you have customers like this. And I'm telling you, when you're running Expo, you may not put pubic hair on the food. That's like, but there is no doubt that your tongs get a little, I dropped it on the disgusting, dilapidated floor where COVID was literally born. And I'm going to put that back on your plate. You're not going to get any considerations. Nobody's going to necessarily go around to screw with you, but no one's going to help you either. And you can't screw with servers. Him has eaten more phlegm, more saliva.
More from under cheese.
I can't fucking wait to quit this job. So it comes down to this. You're not a woman. Because if every single person says, sir, it's because you look like a sir. It's because you talk like a sir. You have the build of a sir. Your Adam's apple is very sirry. The package in your freaking horizontally striped skirt is showing. When you bend over, you look like the Ford trucks that have the balls attached to the hitch. You're a man. And I will say this. There are women out there who are not effeminate. They're very masculine. And it's sad because sometimes they get called sir. And then there's men out there who are extremely effeminate and they get called ma'am. It happens. There's no doubt. And that sucks. Just like women who have had one too many Big Macs or eat like this guy might get when's the baby due? And they're like, I'm not pregnant. Oh, well, because you're fat. So I figured you were. It happens. Now, the question is, how are you going to react? Are you going to flip out and let it ruin your month? Are you going to become a reverse stalker and keep a camera up recording you, just begging for someone to misgender you? Then you don't care. You're just seeking attention. And
this is one of those people always aren't out to get you. And it's not like we need to get back to where like assume noble intent. It wasn't like they were, you know what, I'm going to get this person. I'm going to be an ass to this person. Like, no, people make mistakes. Like, hey, sorry.
Right.
Do you mind doing this? Okay, cool. And if they do it after that and then they're continuing to be an asshole, like, okay, got it. But
right.
Give people the benefit of the doubt every once in a while. People are going to mess up. Like, I know in the military, I've definitely called a few women sir, just because sometimes you get so used to it, that's just what you say. Yeah. And it just happens.
And let's face it, a lot of women in the crotch look like men. And that's why they're in the military, because I'm not going to go into it anymore.
No.
I don't want to get any more people banned because people are in here. First of all, you guys can't say the shit that Mike and I say on this show. Facebook's not going to ban us because we preface everything. We're not going to be a hate group. We're not saying go out and misgender people and just to screw with them. What we're saying is that you want this to happen. This person wants to be misgendered.
Yeah. You're baiting people so you can get views.
It's just like the people that do the First Amendment audits, those douchebags. Like, I can't stand those people either. It's like cop pulls them over. Sir, can you roll down your window? No, this is fine right here. Oh, God. I'm just like, you know what, dude? That cop is just like, you know what, if I got to deal with one more of these First Amendment audit people. And then, you know, can I have your driver's license? Why? Because you're driving a car. Well, state of Virginia in 1732 says that I have an emancipation to the lines of the bicodal law as a, shut up. I just want to pepper spray that person, pull them out of the car, beat the hell out of them, make a video, put it on national TV and say, if you ever do this again, this is what happens to you. If you're seeking attention and you get it, you're at fault, period. If you don't like the type of attention you get, then stop seeking it, because obviously the problem's with you. These people are more so hard. This is the show we should do every morning because this just gets out a lot of frustration. This is from the Cubanos por el mundo. I don't know what that means.
I love these people. I don't understand.
What does that mean? I didn't even speak Mexican. Cubanos por el Cuban. Sorry, Mexican, Cuban, Latin. It's all the same. We all know this. Just like all white people are the same. This person's from China and the other guy's from Portugal, which is an interesting mix.
Yes, that's weird.
They advocate for socialism. They're communists. And this person, who obviously is from overseas, sounds like he's Cuban because he made the video, has a bone of contention. First of all, this lady looks like the bag lady that I've seen go into Burlington Coat Factory with a shopping cart. She's wearing like water shoes with a trench coat. And nothing screams socialist communism as a London Fog, $800 Burberry coat. It looks a little off. Let's listen. Maybe.
I'm just asking, what is this?
This is a banner and this is a table.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I appreciate it.
Also, Captain Obvious, that is a man. That's a man, dude. That's not a woman. That's like, I did the check. I'm like, knees, toes, legs, hands, Adam's apple, and face. Oh, 2 failures, Adam's apple and face. That's a man. Yeah. That's a man, baby.
Yeah, but why is that?
That says, are you a communist?
Yeah.
Then get organized. That's what it says.
Yeah.
And also under there, it says socialist appeal.
Yeah. So you're socialist.
Communist and socialist, yeah.
You're communist.
Communists and socialists. Do people understand that socialism is just basically a middle form between capitalism and communism? There is very little difference between socialists and communism versus complete state control of distribution versus a principle that is thwarting capitalism and believes that capitalism absolutely needs to be destroyed, which is a communist principle. They are synonymous. They're not the same thing, but eventually socialism does turn into communism. So when somebody says we're communist socialist, it kind of like makes me think, well, what type of personality are you? Well, I'm an asshole dick. One would have sufficed, and I could have walked away and said, I know exactly who you are. You don't need to say I'm a socialist communist. And you can say I'm a Marxist Leninist. You can say I'm a pre-Bolshevik communist who believes in democracy and just be a complete idiot who doesn't know what they're talking about. Or you can just go ahead and say that I believe that capitalism is an acceptable form of distribution and a true state of socialism with a moderate form of capitalism can be successful. Then you would be an educated person and you could have a conversation. But these people, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. She doesn't even know what's on the sign.
Socialist.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Where are you from?
I'm from China.
China. You?
Portugal.
Portugal. So if you're from China, why you live here?
Excellent question.
It's just a good question, no?
Because China sucks for me.
So if what you're advocating for sucks, this is just like California.
Oh,
Yes, I had to go there. If where you're at and what you're advocating for sucks and you leave that area, then why are you going somewhere else and continuing to advocate for that same thing that drove everything into the frickin' ground? That's
Correct.
what I want to know.
Correct. And then vote for it, right?
Yes, and continue to vote for it, continue to prop it up, and just bring those same ideals, policies to a new area so you can screw that one up and then just go to the next place and do it again.
It's like locusts, right? Locusts don't stop eating everything in sight. And they don't have that mechanism that would say, maybe if we save some from later, we wouldn't need to fly from town to town to town and then eventually die off because we've eaten everything that eclipses our ability to travel. It's like wolves that go into a flock of sheep. The sheep aren't there where they go, let's take one a day. The wolves will go in and kill all the sheep and then not have any food for tomorrow. This is the same thing when it comes to Californians, is they destroy their state and they move to another state, fleeing those principles, like you said, and then they turn what they're running away from to the place that they went for sanctuary.
And then their governor goes to China so they can continue to bring more.
Oh, Newsom. Oh, Newsom. Can that guy, seriously, Xi Jinping? Oh, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
Also, we have Chinese food in California, and it's called, we have cat population that is made into gukaiyan. It's fantastic. Why is Newsom going to China?
Because he's starting his presidential run.
That's right. And he is going to run in 2028. They've already signed off on Biden. I mean, the Democrats are like, unless like a meteor strikes, or we
croaks,
or we go to war, which is what I said 3 years ago. The chances of Biden being reelected are slim to none. The only reason why he has a chance is because Donald Trump's running, right? Because we don't know if America is actually going to buy into this. We hope that Americans open their eyes and go, let's see, 2016 to 2020, before COVID, it was really, really good. And life was really, really good. And the economy was good. And world stability.
But Matt, the mean tweets.
Oh, they were horrible.
All of that you're talking about, it's great, but mean tweets are unacceptable, and we can't have that.
They hurt me in my gut heart.
They do.
They hurt me in my gut heart. My gut heart gets hurt every time I go back and I read Donald Trump's mean tweets. You know what? No, because everybody loves a little negativity and trash talk, because viewership on CNN and Fox News and MSNBC were through the roof with Donald Trump. So you can say you hate the mean tweets. You don't hate them. You hate them like you hate Howard Stern.
Oh, they were the best publicity that they had, their ratings,
yes,
Covfefe, everything was an instant. If you were smart, ratings went up. You could, the money went up. Everything was there for you.
Yeah, you love Donald Trump, and the media loves Donald Trump. They want Donald Trump more than anything. Let's listen to the rest of this genius.
China sucks. So why are you promoting that?
Because China isn't communist.
Listen.
Wait a minute.
Oh, go ahead.
See, like, what do you say to someone like this? Like, oh, China isn't communism. Like, okay, so what would you define it as? What are you missing, or what do you have in your head to make it think that it's not communism, and now you're going to push that crap somewhere else?
Reality.
Oh, that is right. We don't live in reality anymore.
100 million people dead linked to communism, socialism, and tyrannical governments over the last 100 years. There has never been a form of communist government that's been successful, ever. Everyone's toppled. Now, I can't say democracy and republics are very successful either, because every one of them have failed up into the United States. And honestly, we're not on a long enough timeline to know. The Greeks failed. The Romans failed. Democracies, we've tried to install 27 of them around the world, and every one of them have failed. Iraq is one. Russia is one. We can go on and on and on. The point is that if the culture isn't good, the bureaucracy will take over. And if there isn't a core group of beliefs that are centered around individual rights, communism will ultimately take over in socialism. But this is the problem where we are in the United States now, is individual rights are no longer a focus. The Constitution isn't a focus. It's all about collectivism. And that's what socialism and communism breeds on, is what's good for me is the only thing that matters, is no longer a focus. It comes down to if I get it good because of the individual rights that I receive, then everybody will benefit. But in communism, it doesn't come down to that. They believe what's good for me, and I'm willing to go ahead and get it, whatever the cost. Not realizing that the things you get are ultimately taken away from other people. And that is not and does not help a society. You can't tax people into prosperity. There's never been a government on the planet that's ever taxed people into prosperity. But if you elevate people based upon individual rights, individual responsibility, individual accountability, all boats will rise in high tide, or at least 50% of them will. And that's a hell of a lot better than socialism.
The ones that have the drive will get to where they want to go.
And the ones that don't will have to work harder. And if you don't, you're not going to survive in a capitalistic society. But I guarantee this, you will absolutely not survive in socialism, because you're going to be put in chains and you're going to work for the top 3%. Capitalism isn't perfect. It's never going to be. There is no such thing as equity. There's no such thing. Equity is, as far as money in property or value, fine. But equal outcome, there's no such thing.
They say life is not fair. Whatever you put into it, more than not, you're going to get close to the same out of it. If you want to keep going, this is how we're at.
Let's give them an example, okay? Mike, how long did you serve in the military?
3 years.
Okay. 5 for me. Government service after that, contracting, how long?
Another 12.
Okay, so you did much longer than me. I was only a year and a half. Active, and another 2.5 years inactive. So between the two of us, you're looking at about 12 years plus three whatever. So you're looking 15.5 years for Mike, and you're looking at 7 for me, roughly. So roughly. For that, we can go to pay, we can go to training, we can go to countries visited. I promise you, everything will be different. But let's just go to the basic outcome. Coming in whole and leaving unwhole. Our outcomes are completely different. And although he saw things that I didn't see, it's not like I wasn't in a position to have a similar outcome as Mike. But I got away with getting out relatively unscathed. My injuries were different. There's no such thing as equity. I've played hockey. Mike's played hockey. We've never had our throat cut by a skate. There's no such thing as equal outcome. It's just like a thumbprint. So this whole thing, that socialism, equal distribution of wealth, that everybody gets a piece. No, there's no such thing. The Native Americans tried it. And you know what it did? They got wiped out. Because ultimately they would wind up in the middle of winter and they would not have any food. So they would go and raid and kill other tribes to take over area and hunting grounds to expand. That's not the way individual towns worked. You didn't see towns going after each other in the United States and taking over other towns in order to survive. That's not what you saw. You saw towns rise up and fail based upon their merit. That's what capitalism is. It's a free market system, and it's not always successful, and not everyone's guaranteed success. Socialism is a lie.
China is not communist.
No.
I think China is.
Well, that's what they say.
No, it's not what they say. It's the reality. China is
I
a
mean, the
communist.
reality.
Communist. No, you have permission to promote communism.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Okay,
This
fine.
is a public space.
This is a public space. I can film.
I mean, you can't film people without their consent.
I can. I'm on the.
Wait a second.
Do you understand what being in public means? You have no right to privacy.
Do you understand what communist means? Is that you don't have any rights. So why don't you shut it? Because he's got the Constitution on his side, and so does she. But she's like, you can't film this in public space. Actually, there is no right to privacy in public. However, certain things you can't do. You can't go film kids. You can't go on government buildings and start going and mapping all their systems and their security software. There are things you can't do, but he can record in public, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Public space, I can film anyone. Yeah. How come you promote? I'm just having a debate. I don't know. Communist people, this is what communist people do. They run away. They run away when someone have a debate with them. I'm just talking to you. I'm not doing anything bad.
No, I know, but we have.
I can't have a debate. I'm from a communist country. I know what communist is. None of you live in a communist regime. She lived in a communist regime and she fled. She left. Why you don't live there? You promoting this rubbish? You promoting this rubbish for what? You know how many people
I love
die
this guy.
Yeah, this guy's amazing.
I mean, do you know how many people
Where is
die
your
under
mind?
capitalism?
Where
Do you
is your
know
mind?
How many people are in poverty
What
right
capital? Oh wow, yeah.
But see, that's the
But
thing. You
live
can
here on
ask
capital-
all these appropriate questions of like, okay, yeah, why don't you live there? For the other guy that's from saying like, okay, you've never actually lived under that regime. Why do you want to promote this? What ideals do they have that you that you actually want?
Right.
And if you can't answer it, then like, okay, take 30 seconds, actually analyze like whatever you're trying to promote. Like, what do you actually understand about this?
Right.
Why are you pushing this? And what's so bad about where you're at that needs to change to communism? Or is there little tweaks here and there that you can do to make your current system a little better?
More importantly, please tell me the things in communism that you have the power, or socialism that you have the power to change as a people, versus even a conversation about changing the way certain capitalistic restrictions or regulations or anything that's hindering you from free market growth. You have the avenues and channels to go ahead and change. Capitalism, it changes to the market, and it changes based upon your dollar. If you decide not to spend your dollar there, the market will change. In socialism, it works a little differently. If you don't spend your dollar where you're supposed to, they'll fucking kill you and take your dollar and redistribute it amongst everybody and then charge your family for the bullet. There's a very big difference. Now people are like, that's ridiculous. There's socialist countries everywhere. No, they're not. Sweden, Finland, Norway, yeah, none of them are socialists. Yes, they are. They're socialists. I swear to God, no. They are predominantly heavy social programs with capitalism. Social programs aren't socialism. People don't seem to understand what socialism is. It is absolutely state-run government of equal or distribution of everything. The government runs power. The government runs your cell service. Your government runs your water. They run everything. There are no state rights. It's a federal initiative.
See, this is where the best argument that I could do is allow people to use the VA system for their health care.
Oh.
And then see if they want them running every aspect of their life.
Right.
And
if every vet's treated the same.
Yep.
Doesn't matter your situation. I got blown up. Okay. Well, I've got a toenail. Doesn't matter. You got to wait 3 months. I've got a hangnail and it's infected. I need surgery. This guy lost his legs. He's going to have to wait the same amount of time that I am. Take your number. Your number 976. We'll see you at 6:12 tonight. And if you're not here, we're going to book you 3 months down the road. That's what we had to go through when we went through. VA's gotten a little bit better, I've heard, but I don't know because I don't use my VA benefits for that reason. All right, let's wrap this one up.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense, please.
As I said, China isn't communist.
No, I do. But I'm just having a debate with you. Why are you being rude, man? You are. I'm just talking to you. You offend me. You know why? Because my dad was in jail 15 years for communism. Just because he couldn't say what he think. Now I'm telling you, as a normal person, what I think about communism, and you offended. Because communists are like this. You can't express what you really feel. If you live in a communist country, you will understand what that is. But because you don't live there, this is what you do. You promote something that is very damaged to millions of people for years. And you support that because it's cool. It's not cool, man. You don't understand. It's not funny. You know how many people? It's not funny. You think it's funny? It offends me when I see people doing that, but I can't say anything because this is a free country. This is a free country. In Cuba, in my country, you can't do that. You can't promote anything.
All right, we're going to stop here, but I want you to notice the rainbow umbrella that would get her thrown off, her, from the tallest building in any socialist country, any communist country, because LGBTQ rights are not considered. That's what I don't understand. When I see people who are like queers for Palestine, I'm like
they would kill you in a second,
in a heartbeat.
They would probably kill you before they try to kill a Jewish person.
Queers for Saudi Arabia, no. Queers for Cuba, no. Why are you wearing a Che Guevara shirt if you're gay? Do you know what he did to homosexuals? ISIS deserves a helping hand. Al Qaeda, yeah, they're going to take yours.
Yeah, they're going to stone you to death.
You're going to be buried up to your neck. See, the thing is that when people haven't seen true evil, they make excuses for it. And then there's people like Mike and I and millions of veterans who have looked evil in the eye, and the only answer is to kill it. Period. That's it. Kill it. There's no conversation. Israel, you may be upset that civilians are getting killed in Palestine, and I understand that. But there is only one answer to Hamas, and that's to eradicate them from the earth, period. And then they can have a conversation with whoever's left. Then they can go ahead and rebuild it for whoever's left. But if you think you can negotiate with these people, if you think you can have a conversation with these people, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, the U.S. has already tried, and look where it's got us. It's like,
no. All right, so we're not going to be able to get to the Supreme Court because there's just no way.
Oh, yeah, no.
That conversation's too good.
Yep.
But we are able to get to this. This is in New York City. And this one has some language. But today we've kind of...
We've already hit the meter.
We've already hit the swear jar today. This is an interesting video because the gentleman on the right is tearing down leaflets and pamphlets that are talking about hostages. This has been going on now all over the country as people have been putting up kidnapped to try to bring awareness to these college campuses and these towns and cities that are predominantly anti-Israel. But more importantly, there's Americans who are being held hostage right now. And people are putting up their faces because nobody's questioning it. Now, if this was 40 years ago, we would already be in. Joe Biden is letting Israel dictate what we do. The SEAL teams would have been in there. Delta would have been in there. We would go in, get them out. We know where they are. We know where they're being held. And we're kind of at a stay. So this guy, I want to get your opinion, Mike, because there's good and bad in this video. There's right and wrong in this video. But ultimately, let's watch it, listen to it. Sorry for the language, but still it's good. Here it is.
All right, I'm a veteran. I'm telling you. All right, don't do it.
I'm not fucking Jewish. He's not Jewish. I don't know if he is or not. Doesn't fucking matter. This is fucking the USA. It's New York City. You don't have a fucking right to touch that shit. This is a free country. You can wave your Palestine flag and say death to the Jews or America whenever you want. But we can put up fucking signs. Okay? Then don't rip that down. You are doing something. You're offending us, motherfucker. Yeah, you are. When you throw that on the floor, you're littering the city. In a minute, I'm going to litter the fucking floor with you. So move the fuck on. Do you have proof they're not kidnapped? No, so shut the fuck up. I know that's what you want. I'm dying to fucking put you in the hospital. Come on, you piece of shit.
I love New Yorkers.
At times, unless you...
Here we go again. I love it.
So there's good and bad on that video.
Yes.
What's the bad?
I mean, the bad is obviously once you get to the point that you start getting in someone's face and you start touching them, it's like if you need to prove a point to where you have to start touching someone, you probably need to back up and calm down a little bit. But obviously on the flip side, if you are now taking down the pictures that someone else is using under free speech, and I guess it's also one of those, I don't know how New York is for actually putting up signs and putting up advertisements on whether it's poles, buildings, all that kind of stuff. I don't know those laws. But if they're allowed to put all that stuff up, guess what? That's up. That's their free speech. You can, and as the guy said, you can counter protest that. You can go say whatever you want about Palestine and how good they are, but they have the right to show those faces, and they should, because people need to know what Hamas did is freaking horrific. These are the people they have that may or may not be in these communities. So they want to bring awareness to that. And if you think you can go and take that down, especially with a bunch of New Yorkers, you're not going to like the ending of how that goes.
No. It comes down to this. Your free speech is yours unless your speech removes another person's right to express their opinion. The moment that they put up that poster, that's not that citizen's responsibility to take it down. It's not. It becomes the ownership of the city or the town or the municipality and their laws. It's not your job. Just like if you see, like I see distressed flags all the time that are torn. And I'm just like, it pisses me. Oh my Lord. I get so mad that I want to go on school grounds and tear that thing down and put up a new one. And like, that's my anger. I'm going to get you a new flag, right? But I can't do that. It's not my property. The moment that they put that sign, no matter what it said, it becomes the city's property and the city's responsibility to remove, not yours. So when you pull that down, no matter which state, city, municipality, whatever, unless there's something that specifically says you cannot post that here, the person who owns that, it becomes their responsibility to remove it, not yours. So you're limiting speech. But the real thing it comes down to is what harm is being created by bringing awareness to a situation. Is it a lie? Are there not American hostages? They just released an Israeli hostage, 19-year-old girl, this morning.
Well, and
Go ahead.
I do want to clarify that one. I don't believe they released. They actually went in and got.
Oh, is that true? I didn't hear that.
Well, and that's what one of the follow-ups I saw in it. The Israeli Special Forces actually went in and got her out based off of intelligence, not that she was released.
So this is the 19-year. That's the 19-year-old.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
private.
Then that changed from 6 o'clock this morning.
Yes, I think it was initially she was released.
Okay.
To then it came out that no.
Oh, they
Shinbat-
clacked off a few people. Good. They should go in and kill all these people who are taking terrorists. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Israel doesn't negotiate with terrorists. And yes, you might lose a few hostages, but ultimately you're going to lose these people anyway. It comes down to a simple thing, is that there is a lot of emotion around this conflict, and it's going to get worse because every Muslim country that you bring into this, you bring a very large portion of the United States. We have a very large Muslim population in the United States. This is going to create more animosity. This is going to create more issues than we have now. And you're right, getting in somebody's face isn't the answer. I can't chastise this guy because I would have done the same fucking thing. There's no doubt in my mind. I absolutely would have used the same language, the same tone in that way. And that's the way I communicate when I see things like that. It's not the best way to communicate. You're not going to have a debate. But I think at that point, the debate was over. Guys just like, dude, I'm done with this. We're not doing this anymore. You're not going to touch it again. There's a lot of anti-Semitism going on here. There's a lot of people, the internet. If you haven't been on Twitter, you can go and take a look. And I'm telling you, it's heavy. And there's a lot of people with feelings about this. But I think it's important to run a distinction between Hamas and Hezbollah and the IRGC and the jihadists and Palestine. And although I don't condone the fact that Palestine is a state, do I feel they have a claim to Palestine? I don't. But that's really not what's important. What's important is that there are hundreds of American and Israeli hostages and national hostages who are still being held against their will, and we're not able to get them out. And I think that should piss off Americans, and it's not. Like the outrage, I mean, dude, you guys weren't alive during the Iran hostage situation and how it loomed over the head of this country that there were hostages in Iran. Carter sent in 3 squads. They all failed. They had 3 attempts to get these hostages back, and it was a horrible disaster. And America was on pins and needles. We've moved from 50 years removed from that.
Well, and that's the thing.
We don't care.
The U.S. has such a short memory that we don't remember 9/11. Most people either they weren't alive or they don't remember how 9/11 and 9/12 felt. I know I wasn't around for the Iran hostages, but it's one of those, if there's a single American that's held hostage anywhere, No, I'm one of those. Like, we're going to go get them. That's one of our people.
Yeah.
We need to be able to go get them.
Unless it's Brittany Griner.
If you do it under your, like, see, to me, that's not a hostage.
No, not at all.
You broke the law of that country. And she had been there, been playing basketball for I don't know how many seasons. You knew the laws.
Oh, yeah.
You, like, that's your own fault. That's not a hostage.
No.
Now, if you actually get taken hostage by someone, then yes, we should do everything in our power to come get you. And I know I've been involved in multiple times of trying to get somebody back, and it is not an easy process. But all we're doing now is continuing to delay and allow Hamas to further bolster their defenses, hide the hostages, split them up. We're going to make this harder, and more people are going to die because of it.
That's right. That's right. They should have went in the moment that they had the reserves called up and they conscripted the 300,000. They should have went in.
Yep.
Now they fortified defenses. Bombings are a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth option to door or heavy mechanized insertion. Now they got to worry about mines. They got to worry about IEDs. They got to worry about trapdoors. They got to worry about snipers. They have to worry about mortar artillery. They have to worry about skirmishes. They were not prepared for an assault of that magnitude. They knew there would be a reaction, but you put 300,000 troops on the ground, you would have been able to take Gaza within 10 days. Now this will become a battle of inches. That's not good. We've got just a couple minutes, so 1 minute answer, and then we'll wrap up. Bergdahl.
Oh, my God.
Should we have one after Bergdahl?
Hell no. So I know when that initially came out, there was a lot of different information of whether he was actually taken or he freely left.
Yeah.
Once we had identified that he left all of his gear and he freely went over, and I believe it was the Taliban that he went to.
Yep.
No, at that point, you were now a traitor.
Yeah, you cut bait.
Like, and the fact, I think we gave up 5 commanders for him. And it's one of those, I'm like, no, once you do that and you're a traitor, especially in that context, I'm under one of those. You find out where he's at and whatever commanders he's with, I'm dropping 200 pounders or 2,000 pounders.
All day
like,
long.
No, you are not going to allow those 5 commanders to go back and can get back in the fight and use that as a propaganda tool for more foreign fighters to come in and to get more folks to join the Taliban. That was the worst decision that we ever did.
Yep.
That was the start of the U.S. now negotiates with terrorists, and it was the worst thing we could have done.
Yep. And Obama hit 284 Americans with drones, but this guy surrenders and leaves, and those people swore fealty to ISIS and Al Qaeda, and Obama killed them with absolutely no habeas corpus or no tribunal or anything. But we go ahead and we give up people for Bergdahl, who is just ridiculous because of family connections.
And I'm pretty sure that after he went over, he was actually giving up tactics that folks that were there knew that, like, they were going into L-shaped ambushes. They were giving up tactics so that way the Taliban could fight us better, and more people end up dying because of it.
Yeah, Bergdahl's a douche plow. Yeah. Folks, if you're on Spreely TV, no reason to jump on over to Facebook or Rumble. But if we ever run short, which means we fill the hour and a half, which we're going to be able to leave on time, you can stop by Facebook, social media, whatever, at The Dumb Show, and you can watch the show. I want to thank Spreely TV for hosting us, having a good show. We're trying to figure out our time. I think we're going to start 9 o'clock next week. I think we get a little bit long in the tooth in between lunch and breakfast. And by starting at 9 a.m., we're going to be able to catch the 6 o'clockers, 7 o'clockers, and 8 o'clockers who are still traveling into work or getting ready for work. So we're going to try 9 o'clock next week. I'm going to change the times. Mike, appreciate you being on here. It's good to have you. Fun banter, good conversation. And if you haven't had a chance, you can get some gear. Mike's rocking his.
Oh, that's right. I got my little try this in a small town.
Dude, don't unfriend me gear over at thedumbshow.com. Go pick it up. Hats, shirts, great coffee.
Oh, yes, the coffee. I should probably try that.
You could just lie, just say it's great.
It is wonderful.
It's so good.
I drink all the coffee in the world. It's huge. It's huge.
He's the only Marine that doesn't drink coffee. Folks, thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me Show. We'll be back on Thursday for the Matt and Mike in the Morning show. And we'll be on Wednesday night with a recorded show and a live show over on Spreely and everywhere else. Stop by YouTube. We're growing. We're very close to 1,000. Keep trying. Help us out. God bless. Mike, say goodbye to everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow night and Thursday.
Tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow night and Thursday?
Wednesday. I'm going to try to come tomorrow night.
You're going to try to come tomorrow night? You're sure?
Yes.
You're positive? You're not going to bail out on us?
Yes.
You're not going to.
I'm not going to hockey, so I'm gonna try tomorrow night.
Well, you shouldn't play ever again because you guys. I'm trying to find the video, the close video, and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. See you guys later.
Later.
Have a good night. There it is. Got it.